It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Our game tonight featuring Kansas City as they...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. And with...
Well, guys,
a lot of people hope he can finally get there, DA. Thank you. When the super teams are dominant game after game, some people are going to ask, what's the point of even playing a game like this?
well, in the regular season, I hear that all the time, and I sort of laugh at it because this is what the season is about.
Sure.
82-game grind, having competition not only with opponents, but within yourself, within your team, battling for minutes. And we understand that a lot of these teams are built to win in the postseason. The regular season doesn't mean much for them. They're going to qualify for the playoffs, but there are other teams in this league, Kevin, trying to fight to improve. And on nights where you have opportunities to play against that kind of dominant team, a coach can say, see the potential, see what is possible. We just saw it here tonight.
And take some personal pride in your performance.
No doubt about it. And you can stack yourself up against these super teams that roll into your arena to find out exactly where you are. And sometimes winning a game like that for a coaching staff, they can say, let's use this momentum to build on it. We just beat one of the better teams in the league. So psychologically, it works in a lot of ways during a regular season.
Here's the starting group for Kansas City. They've got Brook Lopez, DeRozan out there with Jabari Parker. Then there's Harris, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Inside, Kanter kicks to Kuzma, and that one good.
This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
Curry finds Harris. Back to Curry. Passes it to Lopez. Shoots over Kanter. Lopez, no luck. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
Well, last season was just devastating for DeMarcus Cousins, a big man with an Achilles tear, and that's a tougher injury usually for a heavier or taller player, and DeMarcus is both of those. It happened right before the All-Star break. Hated to see it, but happy he's been able to get back on the road to recovery, and hopefully he'll regain his all-star form.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Harden kicks to Kanter. Here's Cousins, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
There's a lot of great things to say about DeMarcus Cousins' offensive game, but I know defenders fear the most when he's down low and picks an angle to attack you like that in the paint.
Nice ball movement by Kansas City. DeRozan on the wing. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Kuzma. And it's DeRozan missing.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. You need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
Ingram against Harris. To the middle. It's tipped. Parker with the steal. We've got 1:13 left here in the opening quarter. Curry. And the rejection by Harden. Here is Harden. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Pass to Kanter. And here's Kuzma. Lopez covering. Kuzma, that's good.
Well, Kanter always thought of as a scorer first. That time, an excellent job spotting his teammate and getting the ball to him.
Harden against Curry. DeRozan passes to Curry. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Kuzma kicks to Harden. Over Curry. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
A bit shocking that he has not registered one made field goal in the quarter, guys.
Three-pointer, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Cousins. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, in this offense and in this structure, there's going to be opportunities to get a lot more assists for Cousins.
Here's Curry. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
18.
One of the most talented big men in the game, DeMarcus Cousins.
And a player that thought he knew it all.
And you know, Greg, you see it on the floor now. When Cousins keeps his emotions in check, he's a force on the floor.
And Kevin, that's the key. When he's focused on the game and not the refs, he is almost unstoppable.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. A nice lead that they have.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for Kansas City. Parker out there with DeRozan. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Harris in at the 2 spot. DeRozan scanning the floor. Inside. Lopez, no luck. Lakers leading by 6. A wide open look here for Kuzma. They get it again. And Cousins gets it to go. Cousins has got his second basket.
Well, he's got quickness and he's got that frame where he's going to lean on you with that body and find a way to get an angle to score.
DeRozan against Kuzma to the middle, deflects the pass, stolen by Harden. And here we go, fast break, Kuzma's got it. Here's Cousins, off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. The league no longer wants to reward offensive players who throw themselves into defenders. Have you seen a big change in how those players, Brent, are being called?
I think the league's doing a better job of it, trying to examine when it
Seems that way, you're right.
Somebody gets up in the air and the offensive player leans in or kicks out and tries to draw some kind of contact. So it's been up to the referees. They've been diligent with it. I think they'll just get better with time. Yeah, not a good idea to leave him alone. He'll make you pay for that mid-range.
Harden up top, guarded by Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Kuzma against DeRozan. Shoots from the high post. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And going against Kansas City, their first meeting of the season. Pass to Cousins. Puts up a 3. A second chance effort. And Cantor with the lay-in. Good. Cantor's got 6.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Kansas City decides to take their first timeout here. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
Shoots. And Kansas City misses again.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And it's good for 2.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you could turn it up.
Here's DeRozan. And no good as it rattles out.
This is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible, not getting anything to go.
Ingram passes to Cousins. That three off the mark. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Kansas City. A 12-point game. Here's DeRozan. Off target from the wing.
Man, he's missing those kind of good looks. His team is in some serious trouble.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. And here is Curry. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. For the three. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers up by a dozen here. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are leading by 12. Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All five guys been battling.
And that's going to do it for...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And you know he's going to come out aggressive, and you do what you can to slow him down, and thus far it hadn't worked because he's been amazing.
Even though we expect this kind of stuff from him night after night, it doesn't make it any less extraordinary to watch it in person.
Harden out there with Ingram. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Cousins in at the power forward position. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half.
And that's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
Ingram outside. The feed to Kanter. Got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
Ingram against Harris. And that one's good. Ingram's got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Denver Nuggets.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run. And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone. Enes Kanter, one of the rare big men who can dominate a game offensively in the paint, great hands, and the strength to create space.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Kuzma passes to Kanter. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And you talk about Kanter's inside game, but he's got a solid jump shot.
It looks very comfortable all the way out to 20 feet. I think before long, we may see him add a three-point shot to his repertoire.
Parker, and the rejection by Cousins.
So important for Cousins to continue to develop that defensive awareness. I like to see him showing off some of that shot blocking ability.
Here's Kuzma. The second effort. And scoring with the play inside is Kanter. Kanter's got 12 points in the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over.
And, of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab to make sure that he could get back to doing what he does best.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's DeRozan, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Los Angeles now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Out to Ingram. Harden outside. And the pass to Cousins. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. And with Cousins and that injury, never an easy one to come back from.
Yeah, it's true, but fortunately, Cousins has the kind of skill set that he's going to be effective no matter when he's on the floor. And great outside shot, the footwork, very smooth in terms of ball handling for that position. And most of the players who aren't the same after an Achilles tear don't have the same skill set that Cousins possesses. That's why I think he'll be fine once he recovers from this injury.
There's not a lot of question about Jabari Parker's talent, a versatile forward with a tremendous drive.
Kansas City shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he knocks down the first one. Well, the fans happy to see Jabari Parker healthy and doing what he does best. Brent, talk about what makes him, in your opinion, so special.
Well, just how many comebacks he's had and just how much fortitude he's shown so far in the early part of his career. Lots of comparisons early on to Melo and to Grant Hill. And he's capable of carrying a team offensively. Just nice to see him on the floor.
And the three ball is good.
A thing of beauty, Steph Curry's shot from distance, pure.
Los Angeles leading by 13. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Ingram. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And that one falls for Ingram.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
Kansas City trails by 14. Feeds it to Harris. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from Harris. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers lead by 12. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
It's an observation. We got to get a whole lot more.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Kansas City. Down by 12. Setting the floor for Kansas City. Parker out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Harris in at the 2 guard.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
Harden inside the three-point line. Gets an open look and hits. Harden's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Lakers. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. We see more and more teams looking to push the tempo. Is that just a fad, or is this going to be a long-term thing?
Well, if I can play against any defense that has no ability to set up where they want to be or have the matchups with the players they want to have, Kevin, I'm going to look to take advantage. And if that happens in the first 5-6 seconds with one pass, so be it.
Harden dishes to Ingram. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Harris. Here's Parker. Here's Lopez. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He said, we've come this far. Now we've got to give everything left to get this one. And we can do it. So go out there and do it. Guys, we'll see what they can do.
Thank you, David. And Cantor throws it down.
Owning a diverse offensive skill set, a variety of moves both inside and out. Cantor right now on fire.
Murray finds Harris. Parker outside. Outside DeRozan. Pulls up on the wing. And Cantor pulls it down.
And I know we want to assume these shots are going in. The defense definitely blew an assignment there, but still got lucky.
Kansas City trails by 15. Pass to Parker. DeRozan against Kuzma. Pass to Curry. Fires the three. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. And that's 13 points for Steph Curry.
A catch and shoot opportunity for Steph. It's just effortless.
Here's Cousins. Cantor trying to free himself up. No good from Cousins. For Kansas City, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Lakers leading by 12. Kuzma kicks to Ingram. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Can't hit from 12. And Kansas City shooting 57% in this fourth quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Lakers.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Enes Kanter.
He came in with a focus and brought that dominant performance to the defense all night long, controlling the pace of the game and was firing on all cylinders.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. 27 seconds left in the fourth. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Harden's shot is off.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for